good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit, and we're here to do a beautiful class for the constellation of Pisces. It's the time between February 20th and March 20th. We're going to start standing, so find a nice comfortable position. And Pisces rules the gem amethyst, so I chose purple for everything today. So think about amethyst energy. It's considered like your crown chakra, the connection to the divine. And Pisces also rules the feet. So we're going to do some beautiful stuff today to open up our whole body, but especially paying attention to our lovely feet. And if you know me, you know I'm a foot expert, reflexologist for 24 years. So we're going to stand with our feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to do a head to toe stretch to start. So let's just take our hands and bring them out to the sides, and we're just going to gently turn our head from side to side a couple of times. I want you to smile. I want you to release any stored tension. Come back to center. Then dip your chin down, and we're going to roll the right ear to the right shoulder nice and slow, and then roll the ear to the left shoulder nice and slow. Long, deep breaths. Remember, that becomes a long, smooth life. Let's come back to center and then gently relax the head. The knees are a little bit bent. The tailbone is a little bit sunk. We're going to bring our hands in front and spiral at the wrists. I'm wearing my cat glasses today so that we can do a little reading. We're going to just make this beautiful silk reeling motion, opening the hands, then go the other way. How are you feeling right now? I'm sincerely grateful that you're here. I'm so happy to be teaching this Pisces class to you, and it's kind of fun to do a class that's not just 5 minutes. Okay, release down. Then we're going to bring our hands in front and spiral them out to the sides, curling at the wrist. Then the palms face each other, and then the palms go out to the sides. Go a couple of times in this direction, opening up the elbows and the wrist joints, and then go the other way. And then it's like you're painting the wall on the sides. Good, nice and easy, a little bit of Qigong energy skills mixed with some yoga, body, mind, spirit, healing. Good. Then we're going to do some shoulder circles, up, back, down, and around. Then go forwards. Good, and then we're going to do the rooster. So you bring your, I can't remember this one. You bring your hands under your armpits, and you're going to rotate at the shoulders. I do remember. Then go the other way. Really cool exercise I just did, I'm going to teach you too, is arm circles. Just take one arm, leave it loose, bring your other arm up and over and let it swing and come down quickly. Inhale up and then exhale to release. Then go the other way, up, release down. Maybe a little bend in the knees as we rebound off the ground. Good. Then let's do the other side. So first go back. Try to just let your arm be loose and heavy, especially as it comes back. Get that little bit of momentum. Open up the shoulders, then go the other way. Now I'm going to be wondering why I taught this, but let's see if we can do it together. All right, one arm up. The other hand behind. Takes a moment to get coordinated, and if you're not able to do it, don't worry. One hand goes back, one hand goes forwards. Good, then we go the other way. Again, if it takes a moment, I think I'm just doing the same thing now. Anyways, go the other direction. Have fun, smile and laugh. Don't take yourself too seriously. We're going through some pretty big epic stuff on Earth right now, clearing out old traumas. Let's just shake and vibrate now. Shake your hands, shake your body. Remember, this is the one called Shake the Tree. So be a tree, smash the like button if you haven't already. And hey, I want you to write in the comments what tree you would be today. Smile and breathe, shake your tree. Good, bounce even a little bit into the heels. I'm wearing flower pants today, so hard to take myself too seriously. It's good to be going with the flow. The Pisces energy is two fish swimming. So it's very much about water. Good, and then release. Now we're gonna do some hip circles. So bring your hands onto your waist, circle around. You can go nice and slow. Then go the other direction a few times. And I'm feeling the need to do the pump to release any stored anger, frustration, tension, impatience. So we reach the arms up and then we're gonna pump back. Inhale up and then pump back. And I want you to imagine letting go of any yucky energy. Let go of anger, let go of sadness, let go of anxiety, let go of depression, let go of self-doubt. Last one. Good. And then come back up. We'll release the arms down. Now we're going to go into the legs. Bend your knees. Bring your hands onto your knees and let's circle the knees in together. See how that feels. I kind of feel like I want to take my glasses off. There you are. So we're breathing, then go the other way. Good, and the knees are said to represent our ego and our pride. So we try to make sure that we're tuning into our pure consciousness, which needs nothing, it's always happy, and it's ego that always wants to prove something. Good, and come back up to standing. And just to say, we're not here to overcome our ego, we're here to co-create and evolve with our ego. If it's available, stand on one leg and lift your other foot and rotate at the ankle. If that's too much to balance, just rotate with your toes on the ground. This is great for balance. Your other leg is getting a nice strong activation in the butt muscles. Circle one way, then go the other. I want you to try and open up the digits, articulate through your foot, and breathe. Remember, when we take a breath, that's about 5 seconds inhale and then 5 seconds exhale, we actually activate our parasympathetic nervous system. Release your foot, shake it to the front, to the side, and then to the back. Excellent, let's do the other foot. So ground down through that standing leg and then pick up the other foot. If it's available, look at something not moving to maintain your balance and rotate at the ankle. See if you can open up the toes, then go the other way. And when I was reviewing my notes about Pisces, I got super excited because it's about the feet. They say, imagine that your feet have 2 eyeballs and that as they step on the earth, they're making this beautiful connection. And then shake front, shake to the side, shake back. Very good, everyone. So let's just do one standing pose. We're going to step our feet just a little bit wider apart. And we're going to do a triangle pose, a reverse triangle. So reach your right arm up and let your left hand slide down. Your left arm is up. Your right hand slides down the leg. I was doing the mirror there for a sec, but I got confused. That's okay. And just stretch that lateral bend through the side body. Good, then we're gonna come back up and we're gonna go the other way. Reach nice and tall. Do up that imaginary zipper up the front of your body, your conception vessel. Good, and then come back to standing. Good. The last thing we'll do standing is just bringing the feet back together, about hip width, shoulder width apart, and we're gonna knock on heaven's door. So just rotate your arms from side to side, get a little bit of contact into the body. If you're gonna do one move today, this is brilliant to do every single day. Yeah, so Piscean energy, thinking about being in the liquid medium that is water, but we're in the air. All of a sudden I got paranoid that it's echoing, but that's okay. I so appreciate you guys being here. And just finding this center point of your body, the Mingmen, the door of life. You can look over your shoulder as you spiral. You can also keep the head facing forwards. And remember that when we activate our spine in 3 different directions, front and back, side to side, and spiraling, that we're getting a full spinal activation. We're giving that range of motion to the spine in all the ways that it can move. Good, slow it down, come back to center, feel your energy. Hopefully you feel a little bit of zipping and buzzing through your meridians, your nadis, your energy channels of the body. Now we're gonna make our way to the ground. So arrive on your hands and knees. If you do have a beautiful blanket, I chose my favorite Come Home purple blanket. These blankets come from my two friends who are sisters, adopted from Ecuador, and they've gone back to Ecuador to support the farmers and create these beautiful blankets. So you can put the blanket under your knees. You can find them on Facebook at Come Home Blankets. And I want you to have your hands under your shoulders. Now, because of the color purple and amethyst energy, I've got 3 yoga mats today so that you could see my Flower of Life yoga mat. Now we just do cat-cow. Bring the belly down, the head tips up, the tailbone tips up, and then we draw the navel to the spine and tip the pelvis down. The chin tucks in. Nice and slow. Take your time. Now, if you need a little bit more today, we can include a little lift of the arm and the leg. So send your left hand out, your right leg behind you. That might be a bit too much. Leave your toes on the floor. If it's available, lift it up, and then we draw the elbow to the knee when we round. Inhale and then exhale to reach. Let's just do a couple like this. I want you to feel your core. Yeah. Smile and breathe. Last one. I'm wearing flower pants that I got on Kauai. Makes me feel happy. My shirt is from the farmer's market on Kauai as well. Left leg stretches out, right arm stretches long. Come into your firebird, your phoenix pose. And then if it's available, lifting the toes. Maybe you point the fingers and toes. Big inhale breath, and then exhale, you round your elbow to the knee. Yeah, this should feel fun. What else does it say about Pisces? The feet, beautiful feet, luminescent eyes, deep and intense, imaginative. So don't forget to daydream. Let's do one more. It says very sensitive, generous, and metaphysical. Beautiful. So wherever you are, let's do a wide knee child's pose. Open your knees wide, sit your hips down, and you've got options. You can reach the arms long. You can stack the fists and breathe. You can also leave your forehead on the ground, activating your third eye a little bit more, and see if it's available, arms by your sides. I really like this double fist action, putting the forehead there. Let's take one more breath. Remember, a long, smooth breath. 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out activates parasympathetic nervous system. I started to say that a little bit before. And that's part of your rest, repair, rejuvenate. All of the good R words. Good. Let's release. I know that was a bit more than one extra breath, but you guys got this. Let's come back to being on the hands and the knees. And I want you to walk, step, jump, place your right foot forwards. So we're in a nice little lunge here. This is a great place to be. You don't have to do anything more. If you're feeling like, I need more, I'm vigorous, lift your left leg. And we're gonna invite the body to go into a spinal twist here. So leave your left hand grounded and take your right arm up to the side. If that feels like too much, another option is leave your hand on your hip. And where is your face? Smile, breathe. You can uncurl those back toes, see if it changes things. Tickle a cloud, wish upon a star, and then lower your right arm back down. Little runner's stretch now. Start to straighten your right leg. Not all the way, keep a little micro bend in the knee. And you can reach the spine a little bit longer. Inhale, and then exhale, come down. Good. See how that feels. Another option is to flex the toes back. This is a beautiful runner's stretch. So if you do any walking, hiking, running, it's a beautiful thing to do. Come back to all fours. Then we're gonna bring that right knee back. Pause for a moment, get nice and grounded, and then step, walk, jump, even take your foot and bring it up between your two hands. See how this feels. So a nice lunge here. You might even bring that right hip down a little bit so you open up that right front thigh muscle area. And you breathe. Good. So this is meant to be fun and easy, tuning into our Piscean energy. Take your right hand and bring it down. Remember that option, you can always curl the toes and lift that right knee, or just leave it grounded. And then if it's available, spinal twist, lift that left arm up. See how that feels. Another variation is to bring your hand onto the hip, release those toes. And I want you to just really feel your twist and enjoy it. Imagine twisting out the toothpaste container, getting that last little bit out. So it's like you're twisting your spine and releasing any negativity, remembering free healthcare. Take deeper breaths, drink more water, and focus on the positive. Release that left arm down, and we're gonna gently sink back, straightening that left leg, coming up onto the heel. Lengthen the spine a little bit, and if you need a bit more head to knee, bring your chest down a little bit more. You can also be on blocks here. You might be like, I'm not even close to the ground, and that's okay. Everybody's different, and remember, every day is different too. So we want to really honor that. Roll forwards. We're going to step that left knee back, and now we're going to bring both feet to the side, and we're going to come onto our seat. So if you do have a blanket, you can sit on it, your beautiful amethyst blanket. And we're gonna sit in Sukhasana, easy pose. So sit up nice and tall, notice your spine. If you're slouching, we wanna imagine the chest opening, the shoulders coming down. And it's like we've got this sense of joy and pride. Our head feels like it's suspended with a balloon. The chin tucks down, and you can instantly feel the back of the neck open. And we've got this full connection from our spine through all the chakras and out through the top of the head and back down again. So deepen your breath. I brought some lavender essential oil. So that's beautiful. You can smell that. If you have some, maybe go after class, or even have it close by so that it can be on your mat. Smile and breathe. When we think about amethyst, when we think about lavender, it's said to be the crown chakra. And here's my beautiful amethyst microphone. I love you. I love me. Let's live in harmony. I don't know where the heck that came from. My little Elvis moment. All right, so I want you to visualize that from the crown of your head. You've got this like beautiful halo of stars above you, and the crown chakra is purple, connecting you to your divine purpose, to your higher self. Yeah, the microphone, sacred microphone. I've also got a beautiful amethyst crystal ball here. So now we're going to do a little reflexology, my friends. So because Pisces rules the feet, I want you to try and bring your feet out a little bit, and we're going to take the right foot into our hand. And if that's not comfortable, just kind of rest it on the left heel. And I want you to just take your right thumb and smooth into the arch of the foot. Give yourself a little bit of a stroke here. This is the part that I'm talking about. And these are all the areas of the foot that relate to digestion. All right, now I want you to take your second finger, and I want you to push in the center of your big toe. So right in the mound where the swirl is. And I want you to push and release, push and release. You don't have to lift your foot in the sky. And this is an acupressure area that relates to the pituitary gland, which is your master gland in your brain. It's like telling the command center of your brain, I'm here, I'm happy, I'm living my best human life. And you're gonna kind of get out of the overthinking, busy mind, the nervous energy, the anxious energy, the ego just ruling the show, because the ego can bring up a lot of doubt. All right, now I'm gonna teach one more area that's a bit weird and wonderful, and I want you to activate the side of the big toe. The part that's next to your second toe. You're gonna actually take your index finger on the right and you're gonna hook right before the nail bed. So it's kind of like the side edge of the toe. This is your pineal gland, your third eye. And if you suffer from insomnia, if you suffer from allergies, or even tumors, this actually takes all those three things away. It also opens your third eye. That's said to be your intuition, your insight, your inspiration. And I feel like mine is a little bit tender. It almost feels like there's sand particles underneath the foot or underneath the skin. Good. Your last spot, I know I said that was it, but we're going to take each thumb and middle finger on the left side and push into the heel, the center of the heel. This area relates to the low back, the hips, the reproductive areas. So it's like we've sliced the body in half. And I'm teaching a reflexology workshop next weekend. It's not online, it's live. So if you live in my area, I'll tell you more about it. But I thought that doing a reflexology class was perfect. And then it was also the theme for Pisces. So get in there, massage, and if it's sore, take some deep breaths and just continue to rub out those crystals, those salts. Good. Now I want you to just let your foot be there for a sec. Notice how it feels. Does it feel any different? And then we're going to do the left foot. So make sure you're comfortable. Bring that right leg in and then take your left foot, place it comfortably wherever feels nice, and we're just going to stroke the inside of the foot, the arch. Doesn't matter if you have big arches or small, none of it matters. You're just going to give yourself this little foot massage. The foot is separated so that the toes are the head and the stems of the toes are the neck. So feel free to have a little playtime. If you're like, no, I really want to rub my toes right now, do it, baby. I love it. All right, notice your posture. You can kind of slouch a little bit, but try to stay engaged and still feeling that big connection with your spine. Good. Now we're going to do that pituitary area, the center of the big toe mound. I find that using my index finger on the right or my thumb pushing in and releasing is the best energy. So push and release, and it might be a little bit tender. Now the good thing about rubbing this area of the body, as I said, it's the master gland, but it also releases oxytocin, which is a beautiful hormone in the body that makes us feel really happy. It makes us feel good. So when we have like all these things on our mind and we forget to breathe, this like brings us back to vacation mode, helps us find our happy place. And don't we all need that, even a little bit every day? So press and release. You might have switched to your other thumb, and you might even see the skin color change a little bit. It's like the puffiest part of your big toe. Good. Now I'm going to do that slightly confusing area. We're going to hook and release the area that's right before the second toe. So you're on the top of your toe, your big toe, and you're getting really close to where your next toe, that second toe is. And you're going to kind of push your finger in and release it. So it's like you're digging into the top corner, it's not really a corner, to that top curve of your big toe, and that's the that's the pineal gland, your third eye, Ajna chakra. So it's like the awakening of your intuitive self, your insightful self. Make sure you're comfortable. And then we have one last area to do. We're just going to massage into the heel. So you can use the thumb and index on either hand and just massage and release, massage and release. Smile and breathe. So I want you to massage your feet for another minute or so. And I'm going to read you this one little cool part from Bringers of the Dawn, Barbara Marciniak. Where did I... If you've put yourself behind others and are afraid of having what others do not have because you think there is not enough, you do not understand that as you allow the divine principles to work in your body and anchor themselves upon the planet, that you become a living example of light. You allow the underlying purpose of light to move through your vehicle, and you become a living example of what others can do. This is the high vibration that we intend to teach all of you. We want you to understand that there is no limitation. Bringers of the Dawn, teachings from the Pleiadians, Barbara Marciniak, one of my favorite books of all time. All right, I want you to release now. We're going to come down to the ground into Shavasana. You can stay seated in your easy pose. If it's available, lower all the way down. And hey, you have options. You can use your blankie as a pillow under your head. You can wrap yourself up. And I'm going to randomly pick us a card from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. So I want you to close your eyes and breathe. Get really cozy and comfy. And let's pick a card. Knock the deck to get out any goofy, silly energies. And let's start our meditation. So take a long, smooth inhale breath and a long, smooth exhale breath. 7th down from the top. Sacred inner space. So as you breathe deeply, think about the sacral chakra, your 2nd chakra. Think about tenderness and sensuality. Keep that long, smooth breath going. The sacral chakra is found below the belly button and is the energetic space that governs our reproductive system and all forms of expression connected to it. Everything from our sexuality to our capacity to express the tender, more sacred parts of ourselves is connected to this chakra. You might even place your hands over your belly now, just feeling like there's a warm, gentle fire under your hands. Love your belly. This area is governed by water, and so it helps us move with the flow of life in order to express our most authentic self. This card transports us to this sacred inner space. It shows us an inner temple with flowing water and lots of soft colors coming from a blooming lotus. This encourages us to see that our sacred parts are beautiful energetic gateways through which we can express and manifest pure life force. Visualize a drop of divine light from the heart of the universe as it washes over and through your whole lower sacral energy. Reconnect with this energetic space and recognize that it is a space of divine power. Your message. You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to greater power. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may have even been lied to and told that you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, You can create beauty in the world. Recognize you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your flow. So ever so gently, let's float back into our body, into the here and now. Know that you're going to have a wonderful month during this Pisces time. Connect with water, connect with fish, connect with the color purple, with amethyst, with the lavender flower, the most highly revered flower in Buddhism. Let's gently wiggle our fingers and toes wherever we are. Let's rub our hands together and create a little bit of energy between our hands, and open and close your hands a couple times, feeling and sensing your chi ball and energy ball, and then bring it to your face. Hold it over your eyes, soothing your face, softening your smile, and then gently float your hands down your face like you're petting a little kitten 2 or 3 times. Then let your hands wash down your full body and let it go. If you're lying down, roll onto your side and push your way up gently, and we'll all meet in a seated position. Imagine you're light as a feather. I'm sending you all of my love from my heart to yours. Like Walter Mercado says, mucho, mucho amor. Let's bring the hands together at the heart, float the chin down. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we grow together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Have the best day ever. Have a great sleep tonight. And I wish you just a miracle today. Take good care. See you again soon.